So you guys, is it possible to um to maintain your boundaries without hurting another person's feelings? You know? Why am I thinking about this? Is like, this afternoon, like 30 minutes ago, I'm up here in my room, I'm not hungry, and then my housemates come, they send somebody to knock up the door and say, Tell we need to come down to eat and stuff like that. And like their culture, part of their culture, I think, is like eating together and just having that together time and all that. Like, it's part of their culture, right? Eating together, especially, like, not just like this one eats at this time, this one eats at this time. But then, okay, so it's like 4 p.m. I had my lunch at 1 p.m. I'm having my dinner at 6 p.m. because, yeah. And it's 4, almost 5 p.m. And I should go down to eat. And I don't want to eat because if I eat this time, it's going to disturb my dinner. And I already had my lunch, right? And it's all that, tell Vina to come down to eat. Like, tell her to come, she join us and stuff and all that hype. And, I had to say, because I have my other plans what I'm going to do this time, right? And I'm like, oh, sorry, just tell them I can't come. In that moment, I'm feeling guilty. Like, yeah, they make food, they include me, and she can come. That it just makes me feel like, what do they really think of me sometimes? But then in that moment, I'm also like, part of me is feeling bad, part of me is applauding myself, like, girl, the guts to just like be real. Like, if you don't want to do something, if you have something else planned for if you have something else allocated during a certain period of time, sticking to that. A part of me is like, yeah, like, be real, like, just be real. But then a part of me is, the human part of me is like, feeling bad, like they invite me and I can. Another example is like, for example, oh no, yes, during Christmas, last Christmas, it was 25th December, of course, Christmas is 25th December, but yeah, Christmas, and like, everyone's happy, yay, Christmas, and I'm not really happy. I'm going through something. Yeah, I'm going through something, really, yeah, and also I'm not home. I'm not with my family. I have family in this country, but they're far, yes, and so I just feel alone, a little bit alone. I feel a little bit alone during Christmas. I feel a little bit alone because, it's a time people like to be with their loved ones and stuff, and you're like, kind of like alone. You're with people, but you're alone. I don't know if that makes sense. And, maybe they kind of pipped that. I was feeling that kind of way, but then, so, they had a plan to go ice skating on Christmas evening by the ice rink. I don't know if it's called ice rink or ice ring, but yeah. And then they gave me roller skates, ice skates. Oh, like, sorry, I really don't know this stuff. But yeah, those things you use when going on ice. There should be ice skates. Yeah, they gave me ice skates. I hope that's the name. And new ice skates, brand new, y'all. They looked so expensive. They looked so. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. But then, where I was emotionally at that point, were different, right? The people that can like pretend and just. For me, I can't. I'll just stay in my corner until I'm okay. And so I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't come. Like, I'd rather just stay back. And you could tell, like, the expression, like, we got you these ice skates, let's go, let's go. Like, they're brand new, let's go. And, I can't come. In that moment, I'm just feeling like, oops, like, how do I do this without hurting other people's feelings? Like, it's not even about I don't want to spend time with you, it's just about other stuff I need. I just like need to be alone during this time. I just feel like I want to be okay. I just don't feel like I want to come. I don't even explain this. I can't even explain this myself. But sometimes I just don't feel like I want to do something, and I just can't do it when I don't feel like doing it. So, I'm like, oh, I can't come. I'm sorry. I don't feel like coming. I'd rather just stay back Christmas evening, yeah, and read a book or something, or just text or something. I don't know, sleep. And okay, they say okay, they go and they come back, and I remain thinking, oops, not regretting my decision, but I remain like, is it possible to draw, like, set boundaries, like, be real, like, oh no, I don't want to do this at this time, oh no, I can't do this at this time, I'm sorry, but I have something else planned at this time, I'm sorry, but you can't just tell me 30 minutes before we have to do this, I'm sorry, but like, my life is so structured, I'm sorry, I can't do this and I can't do that, and not be rude or seem like you not want to take part in people's culture, especially if you're living with different people, like a different group of people. You have to like kind of like learn their life and try to like adjust, right? And then sometimes I want to look like I'm not trying to learn because I'm in their land, I'm in their space anyway. It's good to like kind of like learn. If you're living with people, it's always good to like learn them and just try to like learn them a little bit on what you can. Just, yeah, it's just gorgeous when you go to Rome to like at least try just to do what the Romans do, right? And so another example is last week. Like this is spring, and these guys don't really get to see the sun. Where I come from, I see the sun like all year. So like I'm not really gonna jump about the sun, like the sun. But like I'm going to be happy, of course, on the inside. I'm like, oh yeah, it's not cold anymore. At least I can, wear something like this. And so, okay, it's spring, the sun's shining, and now, like it's a big deal because I don't think these guys really have much sun as we do in Africa. So it's the sun, and I'm like, the sun, the sun, sun is shining. Like, let's go, like, like on the balcony and in our swimsuits, practically naked, right? And just sunbathe and eat salt sticks. And that really, yeah. And in my mind, I'm like, bikini on the balcony, eating salt sticks. I'd rather sleep. Okay, sorry, but in my mind, that's what was going on in my mind. But then like I don't want to seem, I don't want to come out like that. And here it's so normal, like it's weird, like the kitchen's on the first floor, and the next house, like the next house and the next house and the next house, you can like see the balcony is like I can see the balcony in the next house, for example, when I'm in the kitchen. So I'm seeing somebody naked in a bikini on the balcony. To me, it's weird because like I don't foresee this where I come from. Like you can be like that in front of a pool or a beach, but like not I'm in a bikini. Hey, and I'm walking. Like it's just weird for me, and I think it would be for a lot of people. And so I'm trying to, when people, I'm trying to like not, it shouldn't be like, I shouldn't, like it's not good to do that. And so I'm seeing the girls change up in their bikinis and the guys in their boxes, and they're sitting on the balcony, sunbathing, eating salt stick. It's weird for me to see people walking around the house in bikinis and boxers, but like, guys, I promise, it's normal for them. Like, they're not thinking twice about, I'm in a bikini. I'm not even at the beach, but I'm walking around in a bikini at the balcony or in the house, and there are guys around. It's normal. It's normal. Like, genuinely, it's normal for them. When I peeped that it was genuinely normal for them, I'm like, okay, I won't make them feel weird. I'll just be like, okay. So now when they ask, you're not changing? I'm like, oh no, the sun gives me a headache. It does, but I think I exaggerated that so that anytime they ask me to go sit at the balcony in the sun, I don't want sometimes. But so yeah. Like, oh no, my head aches in the sun, so I can only sit there for like a couple of minutes, and I'm trying to bend again. I didn't want to do that, but like just so that I don't feel like I'm being too stuck up, And I go there. Okay, I sit there with them because life, like you can't be an island, like you have to associate with people. So when you're with new people, you have to kind of like just understand them. Not like you have to do what they do, just understand them and try to see how you can best get along with them. And so I sit there in my dress. Of course, I'm not changing into my bikini. I'm not even at the beach or at a pool. Like it's not happening. But yeah, I'm in my dress. I just took off my jersey. I didn't know I was wearing a jersey when it was hot. But yeah. And then I was eating salt sticks. And my mind, I'm just like, I'd rather use this time to sleep. But like, y'all. So yeah, and I just sat there like a couple of minutes and just laughed a little bit with them so they don't feel like she's always like, why is she always? But some things just don't make sense to me. Some of the definitions of fun just don't apply to me. But I try to like mix. I really try my best. I'm not like, I try my best like to do stuff with them that I can do something that if it makes sense to me, at least. If it doesn't, I try a bit so that you know I can at least, because you can't be alone in this life. You have to, like, you need people around, you need friends and stuff. And so yeah, I try. And I'm sitting there eating salt sticks. I'm not enjoying the salt sticks. Like, I'd rather drink water maybe. And in the sun, which was shining directly perpendicular to my forehead, if that's English. And then yeah, I sit there a couple of minutes just so I don't feel like, and then that's how I did run away as usual and just go do other stuff. So is it possible, y'all, like, to I struggle, like I'm struggling to, like, it's difficult, like the culture is what some okay, it's a little bit difficult blending in the culture. I find it a little bit difficult because I'm not with anyone from where I am. I'm with a whole new people who've grown up in a different place, a different continent. It's weird. And some things like, oh my gosh, dinner. Like, I'm making dinner today, for example, and then, ooh, we want carrot soup. Oh, we want carrot soup. No, I'm the one making dinner, but like obviously it has to be something everyone can eat if it's my day. And carrot soup, everyone wants carrot soup. To me, especially when it first came, it was ridiculous. Like, I think it's a whole process making it. You know, people, I have to peel the carrots a certain way, then I have to put them in the machine, in the salad machine. I have to boil them. And after boiling them, I put them in, they cool down. I put them in the blender. I add the spice, and then I put them in the bowls. Then I have a blender to wash. I have a machine to wash. It's just okay for me. It's just like, oh, this is just too much, so I don't like doing it. But then it's my day to cook, and everybody I'm living with wants to eat carrot soup, right? And so I have to like, these are the moments where you have to just like bend, yes, bend, and just accommodate other people, you know? Like, okay, I don't like carrot soup, and I think the process of making it is ridiculous, and if it were up to me, I wouldn't, but because everyone wants to, I'm going to make it anyway. And I end up making it. I feel like it wastes time and stuff, but like, end up making it. And then now, the first time I'm like, I don't even like how this tastes, but you know, like everyone's drinking the carrot soup, and I'm there, you know. Sometimes just like try to like learn people's stuff, and so I just learned to drink it anyway, you know. I try, just yeah. And ridiculously it started tasting nice sometime, after some time. Like, I'm like, now I'm like, why does this taste nice in my mouth? Why does this carrot soup taste nice in my mouth? Like, at first I'm like, who drinks carrot soup? Like, of all soups, who drinks carrot soup? But now it tastes nice. Anyway.